Golson and Edie here in Anaheim, we're sort of in this downtime in between hearing from presidential candidates. And even leading up to this weekend, we had heard that former President Donald Trump was the far and away front runner in this race. But even in a state like California, earlier today with the turnout, we certainly saw the power that he has over the party in this state. California has an early primary election in March and the largest share of Republican delegates to determine the Republican nominee in the general election. So Trump came here to make his pitch to California voters. California Republicans on the Trump train. The former president headlining the CAGOP convention with 1,500 people packing the Anaheim Marriott to catch his speech. The crowd so big, it took hours for security to screen hundreds standing in line. So long, the program ran an hour and a half behind. The crowd's roar when he came on stage, a signal that supporters say he was worth the wait.
Under the Trump administration, we will bring back law and order to California.
The former president promising to crack down on California's election system and prosecutors who serve in what he says are crime-ridden cities. He went as far to say retail thieves will be shot by law enforcement. He blamed Democrats for the state's demise.
Together, we will reverse the decline of America, and we will end the desecration of your once great state, California. This is not a great state anymore. This is a dumping ground. You're a dumping ground. The world is being dumped into California. Prisoners, terrorists, mental patients. You have mental institutions.
California Republicans say the party will overwhelmingly support him in the primary election.
I would say overwhelmingly would be an understatement. I mean, the reality is this. No matter how you cut, slice, and dice it, Donald Trump is by far and away so far ahead on the Republican side.
God bless America. Thank you.
Here is someone that Californians are behind, California Republicans, because he's speaking to them, not at them.
Now, while the majority of people here today have been in support so far of President Trump, there are others in the party who do not feel this way and want a different candidate. That other candidate for some is Ron DeSantis, who is speaking here in just a matter of hours. But to put it into perspective for you, we're hearing from party officials that about less than 1,500 tickets were sold for Donald Trump's event in a huge ballroom. We know DeSantis' event is in a smaller room and sold about a third of the tickets that Trump did. We will have so much more on this later tonight for you. Reporting live here in Anaheim, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.